Hello there, my gorgeous soul peeps and soul fam. It has been yet another minute since I have done a reading for my channel, but I've been feeling really called to do something lately, so here I am. For those of you, the numbers have dropped off significantly because I'm not posting anywhere near as much, so I have basically screwed the algorithm for myself. But for those of you who do actually watch, um, I appreciate you so much. If you're a return viewer, and yeah, you have watched previous readings, or you're someone who is a loyal follower and has watched more than one reading, thank you so much. And if you're new here, welcome. I really appreciate you allowing me to read for you. I'm feeling a little bit out of breath at the moment, so if I sound a little like Darth Vader, please forgive me. I have just recovered from COVID in the last couple of days, so I might be a little bit huffy and puffy. But to get to the point, to get to the reason why we are here today asking, what does your higher self want you to know? What message does your higher self have for you right now? And it is a pick a card reading. You are welcome to pick more than one pile if you feel that more than one resonates. You can choose either by the card that resonates with you, or cards that resonate with you, by the little stickers that I have picked out at random, or by the timestamps, which will be in the description and also in the comments. So if any of the numbers of the timestamps seem to resonate with you, that's how you can choose as well. So let's get started. We're going to start out with pile number 1, which is number 26, Love and Light, Act with Care. And that's paired with this beautiful little bouquet of flowers. I do have my microphone on too, guys, and I don't know if it makes the sound better or worse, so I apologize if the sound quality is not the best. Hopefully it is. But pile number 2, number 33, Soul Fragments, balance will be restored. And that is paired with this, be the best bleeping human that you can be. Then we have my beautiful pile number 3s, and you're all beautiful, all of the piles, I should say. Number 10, Cosmic Ancestors, voice your concerns. And that is paired with this cute little neon skull. And then we have pile number 4, 27, Meditation, improvements require persistence. And that's paired with, if I can lift it up, it doesn't want to come, required some persistence. That's paired with the mouth and the eyeball. So you can take a minute, pause the video if you need to spend a little bit more time reflecting on which card or cards resonate with you. If you do know which one you want to go to, you can jump through using the timestamps again in the description or the comments section, and I will have all of the decks that I'm using in this reading listed in the description as well, just in case you are interested in which ones I've used or would like to get a deck of your own. So, beautiful soul peeps and soul fam, let's get started. Okay, gorgeous pile number 1, my beautiful pile number 1s. If you chose this card, 26, Love and Light, Act with Care, and or the little hand holding the bouquet, you are my pile number 1. And I'm going to kick off by reading from the book for this oracle deck. Act with Care, very interesting. So you might be going through something at the moment that feels quite difficult, a situation that could be a bit fragile. Let's read the book and we will find out. Resistance, higher intervention is required. Act with care. Sending this love and light means 2 things. Love, the deepest form of unconditional love possible that you have in your heart and beyond physical comprehension. And light, the purest form of light that permeates any darkness and finds cracks or imbalances that are unable to resonate at this frequency or vibration, gently raising those to this level. People can sometimes be resistant to assistance. Those with addictions or challenging behavioral or physical issues may not be able to ask or be willing to receive help. Feeling helpless can be overwhelming to caregivers and those with strong empathic qualities. Not being able to offer aid or having assistance refused when a person's pride is too great can also feel disheartening. More importantly, though, is to remember to respect their free will by acknowledging your own personal interference or intrusion into this person's life. Okay, so I feel like if you are pile number one, if this is resonating, you might be dealing with someone or something at the moment. Could potentially be you're dealing with someone who seems stuck and like they very much could require assistance, but they're not taking it from you. Or it could also be that you are the one who is stuck and is needing assistance, but you are not at a place yet where you're willing to receive it. Being too pushy in this area will have the opposite effect and personal karmic backlash, so make sure your ego is kept in check. Those stuck in victimhood archetypes or their emotional pain body are often not willing to be active participants in their own healing on a conscious level, particularly if their reasoning is recent or raw, including issues such as trauma and grief. Everyone heals in their own time, and it's important for respect to be given in this moment. All you can do right now is send this issue or person love and light. You are merely an observer in the case, and it is all out of your control. Something that most people don't ever want to hear. There's nothing worse than feeling like things are out of your control. Regardless of the physical outcome, there is little that you can do except send this loving energy to the issue. This has the potential to energetically shift the situation into a positive outcome. Anyone you know can receive this loving form of healing energy. Purely sending from your heart with the celestial realm of 100% pure light can alter lower energies into a higher frequency, helping those experience hardships or a tough time in life. The shadow aspect of this card is pride, emotional and physical defiance, and loss. Not lost. Sacred crystal is the rose quartz. Angel assistance is guardian angel Ramiel, giving and receiving love and compassion. And the affirmation to go with this card, and you're welcome to read it, say it out loud after I read it. Affirmation: I accept that I cannot save everyone. I choose to help those open to assistance. Okay, guys, so as I said, you either have somebody in your life that is, you can see that they're going downhill. And even with this bunch of flowers, I can't help but think about like when someone's in hospital or something has happened and we give bunches of flowers like as a get well message. I think that if this doesn't resonate with you personally, that you're not the one who's trapped in a lower vibrational energy and feeling as though you're not able to move forward, then it's someone that you know that you need to take a step back from their situation, send them love and light, but realize that anything that you do or say at this point in time may be taken the wrong way, and that they may be having difficulty moving through what it is that they need to move through. So that could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a workmate. But if that is resonating pile number one, then you are in the right place. Now we're going to get some tarot with my favorite deck that slips and slides and always ends up on the floor. Let's hope that doesn't happen today, but there's always one pile there where I'm picking up cards off the floor. Okay, you guys want to come out? So what have we got here? Seven of Pentacles. That, as you can see, he is growing something beautiful, but it's going to take time. He's planted all of the right seeds, but it's going to take time for him to be able to see the product of what it is that he's growing. He's got some shoots. Things are moving, things are working, but they may not be happening in the timeline that you are hoping for them to happen. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, sometimes I remember to hold them up, sometimes I don't. Page of Pentacles, but she is very much dancing on her own, focused on what she needs to be focused on, her own pentacle, and looking within herself. Then we have these are all pentacles, very interesting. The Knight of Pentacles. And finally, we have the Page of Swords. And as you'll notice, these are all very solitary cards. All of the cards just feature one person doing their own thing, including the Page of Swords, where she is focused on her own studies and what she needs to be concentrating on at this point in time. So I'm very much feeling that there is someone that you feel as though you are struggling with and you want them to be able to get the message, you want to be able to raise their vibration, The Pentacles does potentially mean that it is a work situation, because Pentacles do refer to all earthly things, workplaces, money, foundations, home. That could also mean that it is somebody who is living with you, somebody who you are very close to, maybe a partner, as I said, possibly a friend. I'll get a little bit more information from the book for this as well, just so I don't go leading us astray. Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, Light Seer. A pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, a sign to keep going. So I very much feel like that speaks to you focusing on what you can do in this situation, which is keeping yourself healthy, keeping your vibration high, ensuring that you are working on yourself and allow the universe to help and heal this person that may be causing you distress. The Page of Pentacles, manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambition, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. So I feel like that's talking about potentially even walking away from this situation and having a new beginning elsewhere. So especially if this pertains to work, it could be that you are being called to just let the situation go and start somewhere afresh. It could just also mean that you need to have a different approach to the way that you are dealing with things. But I'm very much getting that if you are trying to help someone and they are very resistant to it, you are basically pushing uphill to be able to get that person to see things from your perspective, even if what you're feeling and what you are doing is through love and care for that person. It's time for you to let go and focus on what you can focus on for yourself, and that can bring in new beginnings. The Knight of Pentacles, diligence and hard work, which also goes back to this Seven of Pentacles. Determination, steadfastness, building material security, safety. That safety very much stands out to me. Being pragmatic and expansion. So again, being pragmatic about the situation. If you've been trying to help someone and they keep denying any sort of help from you, then being pragmatic would be to realize that it's time to walk away and focus on your best interests, which is in turn going to help you to raise your vibration. And then the Page of Swords. Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. Okay, and that's really interesting because with the reasoning, again, it's very hard to reason with someone who does not want to see things from your point of view, who is stuck and trapped in their own darkness and their own lower vibrations. And so I very much feel that this is saying that there is someone in your life that you are really trying to help and they really don't want to be helped. They really are not at that stage yet. Again, could be a friend, could be a partner, could be a workmate. But it is someone who isn't where you are at vibrationally. And it's time for you to focus on what you can do within yourself to raise your own vibration, to increase the light in your life, and to focus on furthering yourself and advancing yourself. And sometimes that's enough to give people the kick up the backside that they need when they see that you're no longer investing yourself in their troubles, but you're actually now consumed with raising your own vibration, improving yourself. That can be a motivational tool for some people to realize that, okay, I don't want to stay stuck here. I want to be moving forward. I want to catch up with this person who is seemingly leaving me behind. And what what your higher self is telling you is that you are not giving up on this person in order to walk away and focus on your own needs. You are very much still loving, still caring, still compassionate, but you need to give those attributes to yourself at this point in time rather than trying to give them to somebody who isn't willing to take them. So I'm going to read now from the Wisdom of Oracle Pocket Deck. I don't often read from the books for all of my readings, but for this one I'm feeling very called to, because this feels like a really important message. I guess all of the messages are important, but this feels like I need to take care to get it right because it seems like it involves someone outside of yourself. So what have we got? Here we go. Truth be told. Very interesting. Treasure Island and Yang, which is all about balance. So, again, let's go to the book. We've got number 14. Truth be told, essential message, honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Yeah, so I feel like you're being called to move away from this situation that is bringing you down, and that might require you to actually tell the truth. Let the person know that you don't feel able to help them. You don't feel able to be around them while their vibration is this low. That it's time for you to move on. And the act with care combined with the clarity of communication really stands out to me. I think you have to be very careful to choose your words, or in the way that you choose your words, to communicate with this person, to let them know that you are letting go of the situation, but you are not letting go of them. And for some of you, you might have to let go of the person. It might have come to that point, and your higher self is telling you it is time to walk on, move away, focus on yourself. And that hopefully is going to bring in the treasures from Treasure Island. Let us see. Essential meanings, Treasure Island. The law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. So again, very much walking away from this situation. It could even just be a rotten job and you are not able to raise the vibration of the staff that you're working with or the environment that you're in, and it's time to study new things, find new pathways, focus on yourself and what you are carrying, and grow your own future in a different direction. And knowing that all of this is going to take time, it definitely will not happen overnight, but acting carefully to take the steps that move you into a higher vibration and away from this situation that is bringing you down. And we've got number 1, Yang. Essential meanings, the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen and taking action. Yeah, guys, so I very much feel that it's time for you to take action for what is right for you, to move away from this situation and to start moving in a direction that is actually going to benefit you, whether it is leaving a relationship, distancing yourself from a friendship, finding a new workplace. If this is resonating with you, pile number 1, I feel that, yeah, it's definitely time for you to take action, but for what is best for you. And I'm just going to throw in an angel card as well from the angel affirmations to see what your angels and your higher self would like you to know about this situation overall. So right now, it's looking like your higher self is telling you it's time for you, my beautiful pile number 1s. You need to let go of the worries and fears about somebody. Could be more than one person, like I said, especially if it's a workplace environment. It could also be family members as well. It can be really difficult if you need to cut the cord from family members, and people say, they're family, we must always stick by them, got to be loyal, but sometimes that just is not possible. Sometimes you do have to let family go so that they can go in their own direction and you can go in yours, in order to be able to live up to your highest self. Here we go. Message from Archangel Gabriel. As the Archangel of Communication, I give you the perfect words for any conversation you need to have. I love that, especially with Truth Be Told and Act with Care. So Archangel Gabriel is here to help you to find the right words to explain to this person or these people why you are pulling away from them. And maybe if you don't need to explain the why, he will give you the words to just explain the how, what you will be doing next. You don't even necessarily need to let anybody know what your plans are, but you can just let somebody know, or people know, that your plan right now is to focus on yourself. But whatever you decide to tell them, Archangel Gabriel is going to be there to help you find those right words. And we also have, I express my truth with grace and love. I communicate with confidence and clarity, which is perfect because Truth Be Told spoke about expressing yourself with clarity. So, pile number 1, if there is someone or some people in your life that you really, really care about, you really want to help, you really want to be able to do more for, now is not the time. This person or people are not receptive to the advice, the love, the care that you are so wanting to give them. And it's not time for you to keep pouring energy into that. It's very much time for you to not necessarily hermit away. We don't have the hermit here, but as I said, we've got these 4 very solitary cards that really speak to just focusing on your own journey, your own growth, your own manifestations, and possibly even moving in a new direction, studying new things, just focusing on yourself. And you can see I just picked up, she's walking along a tightrope. So it might really feel at this point in time that you have been on a tightrope, and that feeling of helplessness, like you have to get to the other side. You could fall easily at any point. Archangel Gabriel is here to give you the clarity of communication that you need to express to this person or people why it is time for you to move away from this situation and for you to focus on yourself so that you are able to find balance again and find your own treasure island. So, the best thing that you can do at this point, pile number 1, to help those around you that you may feel are in need of that help, is to just focus on yourself, act carefully, communicate clearly, but definitely put your needs at this moment, which a lot of the time we don't do. We don't feel like it's okay to put our needs first, but your higher self is very much asking for you to put your needs and your light ahead of whatever this problem is that you are feeling helpless about and aren't in a situation to improve upon, so that you can actually rise above. And hopefully the person or people who are needing to rise above will start to do so with you when they see you rising yourself. So, beautiful pile number 1. I really hope that resonated. If it did, please do all the good stuff, like, share, comment. It really helps with the algorithm, and I really appreciate it when you do. And I hope that that has been helpful. I might see you in another pile, and if I don't, thank you very much for letting me read for you today. I appreciate you. Hello there, my gorgeous pile number 2s. If you chose number 33, soul fragments, balance will be restored, and or this little sticker, be the best bleeping human you can be, then you are my pile number 2. And we are going to kick off with reading from the book for this deck to get some more information about this card. Soul fragments, balance will be restored, reclaim your inner power. And now I don't know because I haven't pulled out any other cards yet, but this already feels like it could tie in with pile number 1. So if you feel that the pile number 1 resonated with you at all, it might be worth going back to have a look. The life of our soul is infinite, and while aspects of the self are never truly lost, they can separate through times of trauma, grief, separation, loss, or refusing to deal with an issue. The psyche's self-preservation causes this illusionary disconnection as it chooses to distance itself from the situation in question. These fragments are merely in places our consciousness has chosen to forget, to spare the emotional turmoil as an intense emotional experience. Recalling these fragments with love, healing, and understanding allows the soul to continue moving forward without the individual feeling stuck in the past or unable to get over an issue or event. Empowering your liberating retrieval is recommended if you feel you are missing parts of yourself. Although sometimes challenging to find, conscious thought and skillful self-awareness is all that is required to recall a soul fragment back to its host. Seek a professional guide if you feel more comfortable. Currently, you may be feeling incomplete, not like yourself, physically flat with no motivation, lacking joy in your life, or even that you are unable to move forward in life. Right now, your soul needs to reclaim a part of its missing memory. Past trauma that is being held within you is crying out to be healed. Through recollection, you will be able to see the truth and the situation for what it is. Be careful. You are entering a period in which you will be challenged emotionally. Build your resilience and remain objective. Fear-based experiences need to be addressed now. Past life regression could be beneficial in creating understanding of phobias, deep-seated fears, or subconscious patterns that have previously controlled areas of your life. Reclaim your power. The shadow aspect is fear, shallowness, and detachment. The sacred crystal is Boji stones. Angel assistance, the guardian angel Rampal, who helps with clearing karmic debris, recalling lost soul fragments. And the affirmation, and you may choose to say this after I read it, it's certainly up to you. The affirmation, I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move on. So yes, as I said, I can see that that could potentially relate back to pile number 1, but not necessarily. And we're going to get started with some tarot now to get a little bit more insight into what your higher self wants you to know, my beautiful pile number 2. As I said in pile number 1, this is the world's most slippery deck. Let's see if I can shuffle it without throwing it all over the floor in traditional Tarot by Cassy style. Okay. We've got the Two of Wands. That's all about choices. And the Hanged Man. I might see... Whoop, yep, that one flew straight up. Two of Cups, interesting. Let me just move these over a little bit, make some room. And can we have one more, please, Spirit? Okay, I want you. I choose you, and you're coming up upside down. The Emperor. Interesting. Emperor reversed is very much about stuck energy, I feel, and sometimes an unwillingness to change. So let's read a little bit from this book as well. I don't always do this. I usually go more intuitively, but I want to get something a little bit more in depth for this reading. So the Two of Wands, planning your future, making progress, activation, possibilities, the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. So that makes a lot of sense. If your soul is feeling fragmented at the moment, you may be feeling stuck in a place of darkness, and your higher self is telling you that you do have choices, you do have options. It's time to start making progress in moving forward out of whatever it is that you are experiencing at this point in time. And the Hanged Man is all about seeing things from a new perspective. Sorry, guys, I haven't held these ones up. I do it in the first reading and then I forget in every subsequent reading. But that's the Two of Wands. I love the little combi there. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a combi head. It's all about travel, seeking out new experiences. And then we have the Hanged Man, this lady who is upside down, but seeing all of these symbols here, looking at things from a new perspective, opening up her eyes to things that she may not have been aware of. So the Hangman, surrendering to the will of the cosmos, an intentional pause, reflection, letting go, embracing the new. So that's the second time that's come up. Realigning with your heart and purpose, which definitely speaks to this card over here. New wisdom found, spiritual teachings, sacrifice, and enlightenment. So yeah, this may be very much a pile where you feel like you are stuck at the moment, pile number 2. If that's resonating, then this is the pile for you. And then we have the Two of Cups, and 2s represent balance as well. So it could be that you are out of balance right now, feeling that part of your soul is missing, feeling that you are trapped, and it's time for you to get in touch with your spirituality in order to be able to turn that around. Two of Cups, romantic partners, soulmates, friendships, connected hearts, passion, kindred spirits, joyful connection and cooperation, union, sometimes marriage, duality, and love consciousness. And in reverse, so that's the Shadow Seer version of the Emperor. Shadow Seer, unchecked power, being overly pragmatic and rigid, corruption, selfishness, defensiveness, a desire for control, and being stubborn. So yeah, I'm feeling very much pile number 2, that you're stuck in some sort of cycle that is keeping you feeling very trapped, and you feel like you are not in connection with the divine, you're not connecting with your higher self, you are feeling out of balance, and your higher self is asking you to call that balance back in by remembering that you do have options, maybe by seeking out professional counsel, and that could be spiritual, but it also could be mental, quite literally a counselor, a psychologist. It's never ever something to be ashamed of to reach out for help, but you are feeling very trapped in this situation, and maybe you are being overly pragmatic. You're thinking too much about the practical side of life and not focusing enough on your heart space and the spiritual and how you are connected to the divine. But you do have choices, and you do have the ability to see things from a different perspective. And it also might be time to take some time out from your situation, from overthinking, from rigid beliefs and views that are keeping you stuck where you are, and to know that there is the potential for love, connection. So if you're feeling very disconnected from everything at the moment, including people and yourself, higher self is telling you that you definitely do still have this in your future. This is definitely still here for you, but you might need to shake things up and do things differently from how you've been doing them up till now in order to restore and regain that balance. Now we're going to ask for a bit of wisdom from the Wisdom Pocket Oracle deck. And again, I'll read from the book for this. A higher power, absolutely beautiful. Pile number 2, a higher power, something watching over you, and we are asking about our higher selves. So if you're feeling very disconnected and as though things aren't going your way and you're very stuck in a dark place, your higher self is asking you to have faith that something new is around the corner for you. But in order for that to be able to come in, you need to change your perspective. You need to start looking at things differently. You need to get in touch with yourself, and you need to realize that you do have choices there with the 2 of Wands. And it's interesting because I had jumping cards in the last pile, but this one is not giving me very many. So I feel that this is a very stuck pile. Pile number 2. So again, if it's resonating, this is definitely your pile. If you're feeling very stuck at the moment in your thoughts and feelings, this is your pile, and you are being asked not to stay stuck where you are. Orphaned. Okay, very interesting. So yeah, I'm getting that you're feeling very alone. Pile number 2, which I'm really sorry to hear. I feel that you, at this point in time, are feeling maybe a bit like the world has moved on and you're being left behind. That you're somehow being neglected. Here we go, the last one. Not for you. Yep, I'm very much picking up on this. So, a higher power is available for you to tap into. It's available for all of us to tap into, but the sense is that you are not feeling able to at this point in time. So, let's see. Number 4, higher power. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. And that could even be with this 2 of Cups over here. This partnership is you repartnering with spirit to lift yourself out of this low vibration energy and into a higher frequency. Orphaned, number 5. A sense of loss and identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. So that definitely matches up here with the soul fragments, feeling that you are disjointed and disconnected at this point in time, and knowing that, especially with these balance cards that are here, balance can be restored, but it's time for you to start making some choices about how you plan to move towards a connection with your higher self and spirit, feeling like you do belong in the world again. Not for you. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Okay, so if you do feel like you're being cut out of something, you're being denied something, you're not able to find your place, it could very much be because your place is not where you think that it is. Your place may be somewhere else. It may require travel. It may require a new start. It may require you to look at things differently, and then you will see your place and where you fit. But at the moment, you're not feeling it because you're stuck in the same thought patterns. But we've got these balance cards here, along with balance will be restored. So it's absolutely possible for you, my beautiful pile number 2s, to start to feel connection again. But it's time for you to do something differently than what you have been doing. And as I said, reaching out for help, there is definitely no shame in that. And it might be time for you to get some help outside of yourself to help you to see things differently and reconnect. And now I'm going to get a message from the angel affirmations to see what the angels would like for you to know, what your angels are telling your higher self in order to help you transition through this very difficult time. So my pile number 2s, this is a heavy pile. I'm feeling very sorry for you. And again, it could relate back to pile number 1. I could see where they could fit together, but don't let me sway you. Just if you're feeling any sort of resonance with pile 1, you might find that one interesting as well. And guys, these cards, there we go. We've got 2 for you. I was just about to say they're really not wanting to jump. So you're keeping yourself to yourself is the impression that I am getting. So we have got message from the manifesting angels. Call upon us to release your fears and open your mind to all of the miracles waiting to happen in your life. Absolutely perfect. There are miracles that are waiting for you, but staying in this rigid stance of where you're at the moment, it could be holding on to fear, holding on to self-doubt, holding on to negativity, negative mindsets about yourself. You're being called to call upon all of the manifesting angels to help you release these fears. And the quote is, I release my resistance to change. I am excited for the miracles that await me. So yeah, there's definitely change on the horizon for you, my beautiful pile number 2, but you have to be willing to be open, see things from a different perspective in order to receive it. And we have a message from Archangel Jeremiah. Call upon me, mercy of God, for forgiveness, so you can move forward and make choices uninhibited by the past. So maybe there's things that you've done that you feel have gotten you stuck where you are now. It's time for you to release that. It's time for you to let go. It's time for you to look at things, can't say it enough times, from a different perspective, so that you start to see what is available and open to you at this point in your life. And the quote, I release the past with gratitude and forgiveness. I joyfully create the future of my dreams. That's beautiful, pile number 2. So if you are feeling disconnected, out of balance, stuck, stagnant, please do know your higher self wants you to know that there is better for you. You are still able to bring your vibration up to a higher frequency so that you do feel connected, you do feel in flow, you do feel part of the universe and the wider picture of the world. There is definitely a place for you. If you're feeling left out, left behind, stuck, your higher self wants you to know that you can absolutely move through that. You might need some help to do it, but you are able to do this by realizing that you do have choices, you do have options, and that this connection, especially with spirit, is still available to you at any time, but it might take some time to get there, and that's something that you may have to show some patience in. If you're feeling orphaned and left out of the world and like things are not for you, all it means is that potentially the situation that you're in at the moment is not right for you. Maybe it's a physical situation. Again, it could be a relationship, a friendship, a workplace situation that is holding you back, something that you need to walk away from. And if you don't need to walk away, it might be that you just need to look at things differently. But this is a reminder from your higher self that you always have choices and that you always have the option to do things differently and see things differently. So pile number 2, I think this is all about knowing that you've got choices. You have the ability to make those choices and do something differently. And it's time for you to look at the world with a new perspective. So I really hope that resonated. If it did, please shoot me a like, share if you think that it would resonate with other people, comment if you will. I would love to hear from you. And if I see you in another reading, I may see you in another reading. And if not, thank you for letting me read for you today. I appreciate it. Thank you, pile number 2. Hi there, my gorgeous pile number 3. If you chose number 10, Cosmic Ancestors, Voice Your Concerns, or this Neon Skull, or both, then you are my gorgeous pile number 3s. And we're going to kick off reading from the book for this deck so that we can get some more information. Voice Your Concerns. Learn from those who have walked before you. Voice your concerns. Universal conscious coexistence extends beyond millions of years. Our very DNA has evolved over thousands of years and is continuing to do so. Our genetic lineage or origins are often brought into question. It is hard to refute the possibility of life on other planets far beyond our own star system and galaxy, given the science and astrological evidence we already understand historically about universal astronauts. You may feel like you are a starseed, disassociated from others, as they cannot comprehend how precious life is, planetary evolution, or conscious connection with all living creatures. You may have fallen into silent pain or be a passionate activist. You're heartbreaking over the material corruption of humanity and that no one is listening to the collective cry of the planet, the life of all inhabitants, or the global impact of ego-based leadership. In absolute truth, we are all starseeds, as our personal cosmic origins are mixed with our DNA and consciousness. The very existence of life on planets beyond our current understanding or awareness is evidentiary. After all, you are currently existing within the universe as we know it on a beautiful planet called Earth. Right now, you must learn from those who have walked before you. Those who have already shone a light on injustices require you to evolve and awaken into a passionate contributor. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. Life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written among time and space and is available to us within the records of the Akashic Temple. You may feel connected to the star energy or be more aligned with cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon the energy of 100% pure light galactical guides, masters or teachers to assist you in understanding your personal connection. Interesting. Shadow aspect, materialistic, ego-driven, narcissism and dishonesty. Sacred crystal, Larimar. Angel assistance, guardian angel Kaliel, integrity, passion and purpose, and the affirmation, which you can feel free to say if you choose to. I continuously evolve with conscious action. Okay, beautiful pile number 3. So this is very different than the last two. Both did speak about disconnection, but this feels like more of you're very connected with the divine. You're feeling very connected and in flow with what's going on around you, but maybe you feel that others aren't in the same place as you, and that can be difficult for you to feel like you know where you fit. Voicing your concerns could be that actually, especially I am thinking of my daughter right now who is so concerned about AI, and I so understand why they are, and I won't get into it in this reading, but it's extremely damaging, not just to our brains and our psyche, but also to the environment. So it could be that you're seeing the way that things are progressing here on Earth, and you are really not enjoying the trajectory that we seem to be on. Your higher self is asking you to be honest, to be open, to voice your concerns, to speak your truth, to stay in your truth and remain in your power, and that your power is your connection to the divine. So, some tarot to see what else we have got. Got two here, the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. And I want to get another couple, please, Spirit. Just to round this out, I'm going to take you. Beautiful. Two queens. Queen of Wands. And one more, please, Spirit. There we go. The Hanged Man. Okay, so all about looking at things from a new perspective, taking some time out. So I'm going to read from the book for these ones as well. We've got the Page of Cups here, and you can see this spiritual hand that's sort of coming from him, the love heart. So I feel like that represents the connection to the spiritual side. And also with this feet in the bowl and the little pig flying, it might feel like you are so disconnected from everything that for things to go right, it would be a case of pigs are flying, or for you to be able to convince others of what it is that you know pigs might fly. But let's just actually check the book and see what it has to say to us. Page of Cups, Lights here, the dreamer. Perfect, yes, very much getting that from this. You are the dreamer of the piles so far. Serendipity, creativity, new unexpected trajectories, magic and synchronicity, an open and joyful heart, sensitivity and naivety in romance, being motivated by innovative ideas. So yeah, I feel like you're someone who is full of ideas, especially with these queens here as well. You're someone who's very tapped in, someone who feels very comfortable in the spiritual space, but you might be feeling like you are alone in this. You're being asked by your higher self not to hide this aspect of yourself, to show the world who you are and what you believe in, and speak out for what you believe in. The Queen of Wands represents creativity, passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression, helping others as you build your queendom and power. So yeah, it's all very much about standing in your own power at this point in time. My beautiful pile number 3. I feel like so far of all the piles, this is the one that is most connected with the divine. And we're all connected with the divine, but oftentimes we don't feel it. And so I feel that you are very aware of your divinity and where you stand in the flow of the cosmic and the greater consciousness, and you're being asked to own that. Don't hide that away from the world. The world needs you right now and needs you to be a guiding light for others, to light a path, to show the possibilities of higher vibrations and what can be achieved when you are in flow. The Queen of Pentacles, a healer, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind, nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth and generosity. And sorry, I don't remember if I held these up, so I will. That's the Queen of Wands with her beautiful black cat, and the Queen of Pentacles. And look how serene she looks. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is absolutely perfect for this reading, because the Hanged Man has the ability to see things from a different point of view. Surrendering to the will of the cosmos, so that comes back to cosmic ancestors, an intentional pause, reflection, letting go, embracing the new, realigning with your heart and purpose, new wisdom found, spiritual teachings, sacrifice, and enlightenment. So yeah, guys, you are the enlightened pile of the group, and that's not to say that other piles, previous piles can't be, and maybe if you've come from a previous pile, this could be speaking to what you are now starting to move into once you move away from what has been in the previous piles. But I feel that you are very much the spiritually connected pile that knows where they are in their own spiritual journey, and you are being asked to own it, to not hide yourself away from the world, to, you don't necessarily have to go out there and announce all of your beliefs to everybody on, on the train. Let this person know how you're feeling about this thing. Yang, interesting, balance. We had that in the other reading. Message in a bottle. I love that. I feel like you guys are here to spread the message of what is possible. There's a lot of love and a lot of positivity in this pile, and I believe that it is your higher self calling you to share that message, share that light, share that beautiful positivity with the rest of the world. Don't allow the world in its current state to let you feel disconnected from what you truly believe and from your spiritual gifts. It's up to you now at this point in time to share that light and that positivity. And soulmates, beautiful. Okay, so again, going to read from the book to get a little more information. So we have Yang number 1, the essential meaning, the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. Yeah, so it might be time for you to share these gifts with the world, and that could be in any different way. It could be that maybe you start reading for people. You might already be a tarot reader or some sort of medium. You could have messages from the beyond to share. You could have knowledge from past lives that is very, very strong in you. But it's time for you to share this beauty and share this knowledge with a group wider than yourself. Message in a bottle, communication, a sign, a cledon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. So yeah, definitely sharing your knowledge and your abilities. I feel that's what you are being called to do right now by your higher self. Pile number 3. And soulmates. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. So yeah, I feel like if you are to start sharing your knowledge, if you feel like you've been hiding your light, it's time to stop doing that. By sharing your knowledge and your abilities, I feel that you are going to bring in the community that you belong with, and the what can I say? The frequency that you are existing in. You're going to bring in other people in that same frequency. We're now going to get a message from the angel activations. Is it angel activations? Angel affirmations cards to close us out. What do your angels want to let your higher self know? What is the message for you from your higher self, from your angels? Yeah, pile number 3, you are definitely connected. You are definitely someone who is very spiritual. And if you've been hiding that away, it is time for you to shine that light out into the world. Let people know who you are. And that doesn't have to mean that you are lecturing people on spirituality or that you are pushing your beliefs onto anybody. It just means now is not the time to hide yourself. Now is not the time to keep your talents hidden. And I love it. We have Archangel Michael, who is one of the greatest protectors of all of the angels. Call upon my sword of divine light to sever unwanted energetic connections around you, freeing you to be your true, perfect, unique self. Absolutely. So it is time for you to be the person that you are. And if you've got people around you that are bringing you down to a lower vibration, it's time to sever ties with them so that you can vibrate in the highest possible energy that you can. I release all energetic connections that hold me back. I am completely free. So, my beautiful pile number 3, you have a lot of light and goodness to share with the world, and it's time for you to do that. It is not time to be hidden away and holding yourself back. Your beliefs, your magic, the shining light that you are, it's time for you to share that with the world and to do so without fear. And you've got Archangel Michael here protecting you, allowing you to do so without ridicule. Oftentimes, people don't want to share their beliefs in case they're ridiculed, in case people look down on them. Maybe they think it's a little bit woo woo. Spirit and your higher self is asking you to share what you know with the world, share your knowledge, share your fear, share your positivity. This will bring in the right community for you, especially here with the Archangel Michael card backing you up. So, pile number 3, this has been a beautiful pile. And I really hope that it resonates. If it does, please do all the cool things like share, leave me a comment if you do feel so inclined. I might see you in another reading. And if I don't, thank you for letting me read for you today. Last but never least, my beautiful pile number 4. If you chose 27, meditation, improvements require persistence, and or this mouth holding onto an eyeball, something a little bit different, then you are my beautiful pile number 4. And we're going to kick off by reading the meaning from the card here from the book so I can get a little bit more information. Meditation. Improvements require persistence. Create goals with intention. Meditation is an important aspect of spiritual practice. Proven to relieve mental stress, physical pain, and improve a person's outlook on life, meditation is not bound to a religion, culture, or spiritual groups. Anyone can practice meditation, and everyone can receive its benefits. Used and practiced for thousands of years, meditation is often associated with spiritual understanding and enlightenment by achieving direct communication with a supreme being or ultimate reality. For example, the enlightenment that Buddha received underneath the Bodhi tree. Using concentrated focus upon the breath, sounds, visualizations, objects, or movement, meditation can enhance relaxation, strengthen the mind, and instigate spiritual growth and self-awareness. These different meditative practices can be simple in nature or emotionally groundbreaking, dependent on your needs and intentions for this practice. You may be feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed now. Poor sleep patterns or insomnia are triggered by technology use and require you to detach from the materialism and wants of today. Respiratory issues may arise now. Please see a suitable professional if you require attention. Right now, meditation holds the answer. Focus on your breath, reconnect back to self, where you will have more time and energy for the areas in your life that you have neglected. A form of meditation is required now for you to feel whole once again. Be aware that your mind reflects your physical world. Is it balanced or imbalanced? Busy or still? Chaotic or calm? Noisy or quiet? Physiological and psychological change is taking place. Use meditation to assist in healing, health, and well-being goals, specifically to set intentions, aid physical recovery, and influence mind mantras. Importantly, now is the time to focus on your personal health and well-being. Shadow aspect, chaotic, dismissive, emotional detachment. The sacred crystal for this card is fluorite. The angel assistant is Archangel Cassiel, serenity, solitude, and temperance. And the affirmation, my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. Okay, guys, so it sounds like you have a lot going on in this pile, and maybe you're carrying many burdens, and it's time for you to step out of those burdens and take some time to meditate so that your inner life is reflected back into your outer life. I'm just pulling some tarot now to go with this and give us some more information. We have the Page of Swords. She was in group number 1 as well. So if you do feel any resonance with group number 1, you might want to go back and have a look at that one. And we have the Fool, beautiful, stepping into new things without fear, stepping innocently into something new. I'll ask Spirit for a couple more cards. That's just a bad shuffle, and I'm just throwing all of my cards everywhere. I say it. I love these cards so much. I adore these cards. They're beautiful, but they're just so slippery that it makes shuffling an absolute nightmare. Okay, let me try that again. That was not a case of jumping cards. That was just a case of me losing control of the deck. And that could mean something in and of itself, guys. You might feel like you're not in control at the moment. Things are chaotic. They're hectic. Finally, managed to not do it for all of my groups, and then I've done it on group number 4. You guys are the pile on the floor, guys, which again speaks to the chaos that you may be feeling at this point in time. So what else have we got? Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. They're the ones that I'm feeling called to take. And I'm going to read from the book for these as well. Oh, sorry, there's one more from the pile that shot out. Guys, I'm such a professional. This is the whole point of Tarot by Cassy, to show you that you don't have to have any special skills, including being able to shuffle normally, in order to be able to access knowledge from your higher self by reading the cards. So, Page of Swords, she's balancing on this tightrope, reading this book, all of these light bulbs of ideas around her. Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. Yeah, so I feel like that makes sense with the meditation, trying something new, trying out a new form of something which will help to lead to new beginnings, which then leads very much into the Fool, which is 0, the Fool. New beginnings, again, so replicating this card, potential, adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, and optimism. So if you're feeling a bit ground down by life at the moment, my pile number 4, you're very much being asked to take some time out for yourself so that you can free yourself from what it is that you are feeling, that you are struggling with at this point in time. And in doing so, your higher self is letting you know that this is going to bring new things in for you, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. It could even bring in new opportunities monetarily with these beautiful roots that are growing from this pentacle here. The beginning of a new venture or task, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions, and prosperity. I absolutely love that. So I feel like what you're being told by your higher self, pile number 4, is it's time for you to take some time out for yourself in order to create space for these new beginnings to start stepping into your life. And the 2 of Pentacles, which is all about juggling priorities, which makes sense with this first card speaking about chaos and imbalance and disharmony. 2 of Pentacles, a need to balance many aspects of self, juggling, obligations, equilibrium, and seeking harmony. Absolutely. So it is time for you to focus on yourself, my pile number 4. You may be someone who has a lot of responsibilities. You may have kids. You may have someone that you are taking care of, maybe a parent, someone who is unwell. You may have a job that's extremely demanding. Your higher self wants you to know that you need to carve some time out for you right now. It's time for you to go within, to focus on yourself, to find that space through meditation, and that can be any form of meditation. I feel useless at meditation. I can't visualize very well at all, so I find that it's a struggle for me to meditate. But if I'm able to put something on that just allows me to let the thoughts flow through my head and just float away, I definitely feel better for that time that I've carved out for myself. So this pile is all about finding balance in this chaotic world to allow you to rebalance yourself and connect with yourself, and that is going to bring in new opportunities and create some space for you for new things coming in. So now we're going to read from the Wisdom of the Oracle Pocket Deck to get a bit more information for you. My beautiful pile number 4, what does your higher self need you to know right now? And it was funny that you're the only group that the cards came out in a really chaotic fashion as well. Like I said, I often throw them on the floor. That's nothing new at Tarot by Cassy, but this was the only pile that I did that for, and I did it a number of times. So I'm thinking that there is a lot going on for you. Beautiful. A change in the wind. Yeah, change is available to you if you make changes. So if you're like someone who's like, I have no time to meditate, you can find 5 minutes in the day. I absolutely believe that you can find 5 minutes in the day. Go into the bathroom, close the door if you have to, and just spend 5 minutes with some solitude, some peace and quiet, maybe some soft, relaxing music, maybe a short guided meditation, but simply just 5 minutes a day could be the difference between you feeling so overburdened by everything that you're dealing with to then feeling like you are able to step into a new space confidently. With the way that this beautiful girl is leaning back, she's not afraid of moving into this new space that she is going to land in. Chop wood. I love this one. I think it's the expression is chop wood, haul water. I don't know. I'll read the book and we'll find out. I'm not going to spend too long here guessing. One more, please, Spirit, for my beautiful pile number 4. What does their higher self need them to know right now? And even if you're sitting here listening to this reading right now, well done to you for carving out some time to do so. That is something that you are doing for yourself and a way to connect to your higher self and the spiritual realms. And time to go. Okay, interesting. So again, going to read from the book. A Change in the Wind, number 12. Essential meaning. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Beautiful. Preparation for a storm. Awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift. Uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. So yeah, that speaks again to the chaos that you might be feeling in your life at the moment, but also preparing for a storm. You are much better prepared for a storm if you are calm, balanced, able to see what's coming, and that's something that you can do with a clear mind and a clear heart. So this pile really feels like it's saying that you need to carve out some time for yourself, pile number 4, no matter how busy or overloaded that you are, especially if you are busy and overloaded. It's time for you to carve out some time for yourself so that you can prepare yourself for what is coming, and that things will not fall apart when challenges hit, because you are feeling strength and balance within yourself to be able to manage it. Card number 42, Chop Wood. Being grounded in everyday experience and humility. And I might go a little bit further with this one. The message is there are times when a big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you even closer to what you seek. So yeah, it's very much saying take time out. And so if you're feeling like maybe you're working towards a goal in your career, maybe you're working really hard to pay off your home loan, essentially I'm getting the feeling from you, pile number 4, that a lot is going on in your life at the moment and you are struggling to keep your head above water dealing with all of it. And it might feel impossible to be able to take any time out whatsoever for you to just be. But this is what your higher self is telling you that you need to do in order to be better prepared to handle what is coming. And number 45, time to go. endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. So yeah, I feel that this is saying that it's time for this chaotic time in your life to come to an end. It's time for you to carve out some time for yourself so that you are able to just be and to connect and to align yourself back to the best path forward for you. And when you do that, you'll start to feel balance being restored in your life. Even if it remains chaotic, meditating for 5-10 minutes a day isn't going to stop the chaos that occurs in your day, but it's going to allow you to have the space to handle it a lot better and to be able to focus on the good, to be able to reconnect with the divine. And we're asking for a message from the angels here to close you out, pile number 4. Message from Archangel Jophiel. Call upon me when you need help managing your negative thoughts so you control the story that you're manifesting. Absolutely perfect. I have complete control over my thoughts. I choose to create only happiness in my life. So pile number 4, I very much feel that you are being called by your higher self to take some time for meditation, contemplation, rest, to balance the needs that you have at the moment with what needs doing and what your soul needs, what your body needs. Time to rest, time to take a breath, time to allow yourself space to contemplate and grow, and that all of this chaos will probably very most likely still be there, but it's going to feel a lot less chaotic if you do take this time out for yourself on a daily basis so that you can give yourself some respite from the world that we are living in, and for you to very much persist with this, to keep going. To It's always good to, one meditation is better than no meditations, but if you can start a regular practice, and that could even be active meditation, so something like doing yoga. If you're someone like me who finds it really difficult to sit still, it could be yoga or walking, tai chi, something that's a practice that allows you some space for peace and calm and a chance to just take some respite from the world. So pile number 4, if any of the other piles resonate, feel free to go back and check them out as well. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you could chuck me a like, a share, if you think this will resonate with someone you know. Comment in the comment section if you felt that it resonated. I love to hear comments from people, and I don't get enough of them, so I really would love some. But thank you so much for being here with me today, and thank you to your higher self for taking the time out so that you could have this little moment to spend on yourself. It's really important, and your higher self wants you to know that you are worthy of investment back into yourself. So now is time to do that. Thank you, pile number 4. I will see you in another reading, or possibly on another day.